Hey, David. Welcome back. See, you made it this time. Ah, I've got a yawn trying to come out. Yeah, no worries, buddy. It's all good. Hey, Archer, it's just me, buddy. Come on. said the dudes. All right. Yeah, sharp. I'm not into burpees, buddy. This is how I work out my cardio, so. And I don't know if you or other people realize just kind of how taxing it can be to just do low, medium, high for like about a dozen reps, just like I did earlier. Like that stuff, you know, I would argue most 20-year-olds can't do that right now. So, all right, let's go. Let's do a few back kicks. Let's see if it's a good back kick day or a bad back kick day. Somewhere in the middle. Stone Cold Austin. I remember him. Nice, Gary. Lavish, yeah, I am actually. That's funny. But like, I'm trying, but very badly, right? So, it's just, like I always say, the back kick is something that I'm still building towards. So, for the most part, it's kind of awkward and awful to watch, but I gotta start somewhere, right? So. abort. All right. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, completely missed on this one. Okay, try again. Oh, wow. I cannot aim tonight. This is even more embarrassing than usual, but you know, let's keep the shit show going. Yeah. Not good. Okay. I just got to break it down. All right. Let's try again. Okay, that one felt a little bit better. One didn't have the straight line. Sharp 0. Hey, Nance. You see these dinky arms, buddy? Can't do any push-up with that, man. That one was a bit low. Still a bit low, but yeah, Gary, I hear you. I just have zero interest in doing push-ups, dude. Like, ever. Okay, so now here comes the people telling me what I should be doing. David, no, my left arm is not healing at all. Quit asking. If it gets better, I'll tell you about it, buddy. Yeah, David, I should. I probably will. All right, so when you're chatting in the channel and you're addressing me, just know that when I'm sitting here, I can't see what you're saying. It's only when I get here. And even then, I can only read the last 2 or 3 messages tops, right? So just know that. Okay, I do belong to a gym. It's like a Jeet Kune Do, Muay Thai kind of group classes. Really good people. A couple of really sharp coaches as well. The owner of the gym, Forrest, is an amazing guy. he's forgotten more about martial arts than most people ever learn in their lives. And so, great guy. The only challenge that I have is that it's difficult for me to make my way to the gym when they have the classes. So I'm not a morning person. During the week, I have to work anyway, so there's no time there. And then after work, I just get really tired. And so I have to nap for a couple hours before I can come up here around like 9 or 10 p.m. and then start my workout around 9 or 10 p.m. So these are not hours within which a normal gym operates, right? So that's just me, that's just my reality. So doing things while having a coach constantly watching me, it's just not something I can do. Well, go see UFC then. What are you doing being here? If the UFC is on, why are any of you watching me? That's just crazy. Choi, you know, I'm not out of breath. This is just how I breathe, okay? So I have better stamina than like 90% of people. It may not look like it because you hear me breathe, but I'm out here every day, like working out for like an hour and a half. Okay, I'll do like 3-5 minutes non-stop sessions of like doing strikes at the bag. So, yeah. The combos I was doing earlier, they were all round kicks. Low, medium, head round kick. If you've ever trained for any significant time, you would know that these types of kicks actually take a lot out of anybody. So I was doing like a dozen reps of like low, medium, high, low, medium, high. So, you know, I'm bound to get out of breath when doing that, but that's fine. I'm not doing jabs. So, as I've explained before, this is my left hand. You've noticed that it is not wrapped. And the reason for that is because I pulled some muscles here a couple weeks ago. And so I'm just not doing any strikes with my left hand. Like, you'll see me move it a little bit, but I'm just not doing anything significant with it. I'm just kind of letting it rest. So upper body strikes are only with my right hand. No, I've never jumped rope, man. I tried once when I lived in LA and I caused an earthquake, so they don't let me do it anymore. No, I don't do judo. I started out doing a little bit of Jeet Kune Do and a little bit of Muay Thai, a little bit of boxing. That's about it. All right. David, I'm not worried about telegraphing right now. Hey, Sebastian. Flying knee. Let me get my wings. There you go. Okay, kid. Roger that, Miss Press. But David, yeah, like you noticed, I do bounce around quite a fair bit on my feet between strikes. Hey Maglaw. Oh, Priscilla. Hey, Bass Rutten is the GOAT, man. Yeah. Bass Rutten. He's Bass Rutten is legit, man. Like David, you use those knees to shut the fridge door. Yeah, that'll work effectively. Priscilla, you first. Sharp, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. A couple times a month, I'll have a couple cigars. That's about it. But I've never smoked cigarettes in my life. Sebastian, yeah. You've seen that one guy who does these reels? He shows like how to do mundane tasks around the house in the different fighting styles, right? Like he's like, oh, I'm shutting a cupboard like Wing Chun style, right? So he's like, he's like, right, like with the fist. He does like fridge doors. He does cupboards. Gary, I don't, you know, look, I guess I'm built different. I breathe a lot whenever I exercise, Um, like Gary, send me some reels of you doing your drills, buddy. Like, show me how you breathe. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but like David did notice it. Like when I'm here, you you I'm actually bouncing, right? So I'm on the ball of my feet, and in between strikes, I'm just kind of doing this, right? So I try to not stay stationary and just at least kind of move, keep my knees flexible. Well, that movement alone will just kind of add up to bump that heart rate up. And then when you start adding strikes, it just kind of, yes, it does add up. Yeah, Gary, I am. Oh. No, I'm not military. Priscilla, I know she doesn't. This weekend, she's on a trip with my oldest daughter, so it's just me and my youngest daughter and my dog. Past what? I didn't read what you said. That's fine. Taking a 5-minute break. Well, Gary, you know who does really good slaps? It's Boss Rutan, but like it's really strategic with him. Like he strikes with a the bottom of his hand like this, and he's really effective. Sebas, tell me you're doing this with a pad. Like you got a pad or something. Gary, no, I would never consider competing in a slap championship. Slap championships is like a really dumb way to get a concussion. So I need to use my brain for a living, so I can't. Hey Gary, I'll just I can't play music because then I'll run into copyright issues on YouTube. Um, but then I'll just sing when I work out. How about that? I can sing any song in the key of Cartman, of Eric Cartman. Hey Apple Skin, that's just my daily stream where I work out at the punching bag. I was just taking a 5 minute break just now. Ugh. Now I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Well, Peter Pan, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, if it is. So, Nance, tu veux que je te chante en français? Sing songs in French, in Eric Cartman's voice. Français, c'est rigolé. You guys. Il suffit de savoir compter. Hey Riho, welcome back, buddy. All right. 6 et 3, 9. Allez, on y croit. On y croit. All right, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to throw a bunch of kicks in a row. So I'm just going to do low, medium, high, low, medium, high. I'm going to try to count them off just to see how many I can do in a row, basically. Yeah, feel free to count them off as well. All right. I could have gone longer, but I stopped at 105. 105 kicks in a row. And my heart rate is 173. Reho. Okay, well, I'll turn my hips more. I usually do, but I guess it got sloppy somewhere in 100 reps, so. Heart rate, 157. Okay, JC, cool story, buddy. Show us a video. You do it, you show us how it should be done. How about I try to breathe through my eyelids? Yeah. There you go. Maybe don't. Heart rate down to 132. There you go. Will make my eyes pop, yeah. It won't be boring though. All right. Rehoboth, you caught me, buddy. Let's not say I did that. Let's say I explored it. I like Wing Chun. It's really amazing to watch. So at my Jeet Kune Do gym, our coach, you know, sometimes he would teach us some you know, Wing Chun principles, like, you know, arm trapping, Paksa, Bong Sao, I forgot all the Saos, and then yeah, a little bit of, it's pretty fascinating. Of course, I watch all the Ip Man movies with Donnie Yen. I think Donnie Yen is an amazing martial artist. So, yeah. Oh, cool. You know the Wing Chun forms. That's awesome, dude. Dude, if you have videos of you doing Wing Chun, like feel free to drop a link in a comment, like on one of my videos. This way I'll get a notification and I can just click on the link. But yeah. So my coach at my gym, he's an amazing guy. Uh, his sifu is Chris Kent. Chris Kent, who studied with Dan Inosanto, who studied under Bruce Lee, obviously, right? So yeah, the guy at my gym, who owns the gym 30 minutes from where I live, that's the gym I belong to. He got taught by Chris Kent, and actually Chris Kent was there a couple weeks ago for a seminar at the gym. I didn't want to go because I just wasn't feeling too good. So also I don't really enjoy the seminar format. It's just, it gets really crowded. So it just, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's you know, Chris Kent is a kind of a legend in you know, in Jeet Kune Do. So oh shit. All right. All right, let me go again. $30. It's not a jab, it's a cross. The stream inverts the image. So this is my left hand, this is my right hand. Because I pulled muscles here on my left arm, I'm just not doing any jabs. So I'm only doing crosses. So what you saw were crosses, right? Left leg, right leg, cross, 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 cross. So that's what you saw. Those were crosses. Thanks, Silver. Had you fooled? And actually, the stream inverts the video upside down. I'm actually walking on the ceiling right now. Like, my head is facing the ground right now. If I don't force my arms to be like this, whoop, they just kind of fall. See, they just kind of fall to the ground. So I have to force myself to keep my arm here because, whoop, see, I'm actually upside down. So, yeah, it's crazy. I know. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's just, you know, I'm standing here without a mind because it's been blown. Yeah. I know, I'm cheating gravity. Hey, Tuesday Rain. Yeah, hardly working. Yep. Oh no. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh. All the kicks I know. Okay, well that's gonna be quick. But starting with roundhouse kicks. So hold on. Low, medium, high, and then I can do like a low switch kick. I can do a question mark kick. So like I'll start with like a couple of like low jabs and then bam, fake, and so fake, I mean jab, and then fake, whap. Question mark kick. Can do a front leg side kick. Can do a rear leg side kick. Can do front leg teep. Front leg teep, and then rear leg teep. Rear leg teep. And then I can do like sort of the Bruce Lee side kick. That one. See if I can do another one. There you go. And then I can do a bad spinning back kick as well. I say bad because it's still something I'm trying to build toward. So there you go, spinning back kick. Again, a bad spinning back kick, but the back turning blue, that's right. No, I can't do 540 anything. Geologists advise me that me doing a 540 anything is a bad idea because they don't want to see earthquakes. So yeah, I mean, you have a number of, you know, pros who do spinning back kicks, right? So I try to watch their videos and I try to learn their breakdowns. You know, it's one thing to watch, it's another thing trying to reproduce what they do, right? And the level of balance that they have, the level of coordination, you know, how they can judge the distance and the alignment to the target. I mean, these guys are, you know, so Joe Rogan is very famous for his spinning back kick. George St. Pierre went to him. George St. Pierre went to Joe Rogan's gym, so Joe Rogan could show him his spinning back kicks. But then John Jones as well has lethal spinning back kicks. Actor Michael Jai White, he's got an amazing one. Jesse Enkamp, so he's a martial artist, karate influencer guy. He's got some pretty amazing spinning back kicks as well, with, you know, more of a karate flavor. So I try to watch all these guys. It's just they're them, I'm me. So my ceiling is pretty low. Yeah, Michael Jai White is absolutely amazing. Yeah, Chuck Norris, I'm sure, yeah. Practice on the car. Yeah, I could do that, but then my wife would be doing the spinning back kick on me. And yeah, she would nail me. Show the car who's boss. Yeah, G Hill. Michael Jai White has this amazing breakdown of like the art of not telegraphing, right? So he shows with punches. And this famous video that I'm sure you've all seen, right, where he's with that big guy, Kumbo. Anyway, he's like, okay, you know, hold your hand here and I'm going to punch at you. Just move your hand out of the way, right? So, you know, he does one punch and then he moves the hand out of the way. He does a second punch and then he moves his hand out of the way. And then he's like, okay, now I'm going to do a third punch. You know, don't let me punch you. Don't let me punch you. And then he just goes boom. and he hits him, right? And so it's a kind of a lesson in like, oh, Kimbo, yeah, Kimbo, that's right, that's right, that's right, yeah, yeah. Oh, he passed away? I didn't know that. Oh. Um, oh, thanks, Love Bug. I appreciate it. Love Bug, I have no idea who that is. Um, no, I did not just flatulate. If I did, you would hear it very loudly. Mine are not silent, but they're just as deadly though. No, I've never done any kind of grappling. Not wrestling, not BJJ. Um, but I do appreciate what an amazing art BJJ is and how effective it is to kind of, you know, subdue people. Um, it's just not something I'm interested in doing. So I'm not doing any of this for like self-defense or, you know, being in the ring with anybody. I'm just doing this as a form of cardiovascular exercise, right? People are always telling me, oh, you know, you should run to build your stamina. And I'm like, well, I don't like running. This is what I do to improve my stamina, I guess. So, because to me, this is fun. Striking is fun. But yeah, I appreciate the subs, y'all. Oh, thanks, Caleb. Oh, you do edits. You know, if any of you had some cool stuff in your channels, whether it's edits, you know, like fun video edits, or you know, you do martial arts, like drop me links, like in comments. If you have art that you want to show, like I don't mind. Like I don't consider that spam, right? Like, you know, you make things. I'd love to see them. So like, feel free to drop me a link to your channels or whatever your art is in a comment to any of my videos, right? Because this way I get notified when people write comments, and this way that'll remind me to go check it out. It's better if you drop a comment on my most recent video though, but usually it doesn't matter where people drop a comment. I'll get notified and I'm able to see it. So yeah, Silver, so you're the same. Yeah. Yeah, Silver. And you know, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would love a hanging heavy bag. I definitely would love to have one of those. It's just that I don't want to be drilling holes in my ceiling just, you know, to have a bag hanging. So I just don't want to do the work that it takes to be able to hang a heavy bag in my garage. Plus this is my garage, so I can't really do that because I still need to be able to park a car in this spot, right? So whenever there's a storm and I want to bring my car inside, it's not a big deal. I can just get this bag out of the way, right? I just kind of roll it out of the way and I move it to the edge of the garage, and then I can just get my car in. If I drilled a hole and I put like a 300-pound heavy bag kind of hanging on a hook, I could, but like, you know, good luck removing it, you know, and then moving it out of the way if I actually need to park the car here. So to me, it's not very realistic. Those hanging bags are great in gyms, obviously, because they're built for that, right? So, yeah. No, I mean, look, this bag is good enough for me, right? So I get that, you know, when I strike it, it just keeps moving, obviously, right? But it it moves because I actually put, you know, I put some power into it, right? So this bag is like the base is filled with water, so it's already 268 pounds, right? So it's heavy, right? Like it, you know, it can sustain my weight right here, right? So anytime I knock it out, it's because I just got my body weight into it, right? So, and I don't mind having to chase it and having to bring it back because that gives me a reason to take a breather, right? So it's like, you know, I'm striking, you know, and I'm doing these kicks, and every time it just inches the bag, you know, toward the car. And so when I reach car, I know that you know, I need to stop and bring it back, but that gives me an excuse to take a breather, right? So it's kind of like when, you know, when boxers just kind of hug each other, right? To catch your breather, it's same thing for me, so. Huh. That's right, G Hill. Do not want to anger her. They say, don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with the Texas woman. Plus, her mom's a great shot, so. When I first started dating my wife, she would just kind of casually tell me about life back home, and she was like, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago, my mom killed a rattlesnake in her backyard, and I was like, she what? Yeah, rattlesnake. She killed it. I'm like, how? Oh, with her shotgun. Her what? No, not a shotgun, a rifle. I was like, okay. So, yeah, that's Texas right there. Yeah, they're awesome. All right. Okay, well, you know what? I've I'm at 87 minutes. I'm gonna call it a night. So. Yeah, it's like that's a Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. No, they are. Well, her mom, back in the 70s, she was a welder at an oil refinery, and believe me, that's a tough job, man. But yeah, it was just her and a bunch of dudes, and they all respected her though. Like she held her own, and back in the 70s, she was one of the handful of women who did welding at all. Um, Thanks, Silver.
You too, dude. Take good care. Hey, Brian. Yes, I was hitting the bag for, oh, I don't know, about 8 minutes. My workout was about 80 minutes, and I just burned 950 active calories. And since I've been just hanging out for the last 10 minutes, my heart rate is just down to 107 beats per minute. So, but yeah, I'm kind of done now. So, yeah, Brian. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Hey, Freddie. Thanks, buddy. Oh, Brian. Well, at least your pit bull got some good exercise. So, good doggy. Give your pit bull a hug for me, buddy. I love dogs. Dogs are the best people. G hell, yeah. No, no lies here, buddy. No, but like, yeah, her parents are absolutely amazing. So they're just the best people on the planet. Uh, so is she, obviously. So, Sebastian, yeah, Freddie's here. I saw, yeah, yeah, Freddie is here. Oh, Brian, yeah. No, that had to be quite a loss for your bag. But those handles, yeah, I'm sure your dog had the time of his life with those handles, dude. That's probably like the first thing that he went after. Hey, if any of y'all have videos of your dogs, like drop them in my comments as well. God, I love dogs. I on all my reels, like I've trained all of my reels to show me videos of dogs, whether it's YouTube reels or Facebook reels or Instagram reels. Like all my videos are just videos of dogs being dogs, dude. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, Brian, that's cool. You got Blaze too. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, this Brian, this bag, like from it's from Century Martial Arts. That's their Wave Master XXL. You can find it on Amazon for like 400 bucks. But sometimes they have a special and you can get it as low as 300 bucks. So if you ever see this bag on Amazon at 300 bucks, like I would jump on it. Um, and you just fill the plastic base, you just fill it with water. Do not fill it with sand. People are like, oh, you should put sand in there. I'm like, just do not do that. because if you put sand in there, you can never get it out. But this is, hold on. This is valve here. Hold on, let me just get some light on it. Yeah. So this is the valve where you just put the water. And so when you fill it to the top with water, it's like 268 pounds. So, which for me is a good fit. Yeah, but dude, like, even with water, it's still 268 pounds, right? So it's still really, really heavy. So great on you if you just do speed and technique. But if you want to put some power into it, like, you know, it's gonna give you a run for your money. Like, you'll be good. Hey, Alba. Well, 268 is definitely heavier than 180. So I definitely can't tip it over if I do a punch. When I do kicks, yeah, I can tip it over, right? Like when I do teeps or rear leg side kick, right? Yeah, or my spinning back kick, all that stuff. So India. Yeah, like look, Brian, I can show you now if you want. Alba, no, I can't. Hey, Brian. Okay, so yeah, if you search Amazon for Wave Master XXL, you'll see the specs on the back, right? So like I said, like it's filled with water at the base, and then when I put power behind my crosses, I can inch it forward because, you know, like the bag is standing on a carpet and the carpet is pretty slick. Oh my God. Hold on, let me get rid of that flutter here. Put user in timeout, 24 years. Okay, here we go. God, that was annoying. Yeah. So here's the bag. And so, you know, I can punch it all day and not really do all that much to it. But so when I do a cross and I'm, you know, and I'm rotating my hip correctly, right? Like you'll see it inch a little bit backward, partly because, well, I'm heavy, but also the carpet is pretty slick, right? So I'll never tip it over with a punch. Like that's never gonna happen. I can also do round kicks to it, and I'm not gonna tip it over with a round kick either, right? So round kick, you know,
roundhouse kick. Sorry, like a Thai roundhouse kick. So move my front leg to the side, rotate my hip, right? So put some power behind it, right? Like it wobbles a bit, but it's not gonna get knocked over that way. So. So yeah, it can take these all day. However, like if I do something that really puts my whole body weight into it, then yeah, I'll knock it over like nothing. So, so if I do a real leg teep, like this is Sparta style, right? Then yeah, like it'll knock it out. Or if I do like a rear leg side kick, right? That'll knock it out. Hold on, I gotta scroll back. What did you say? Oh, Sebas, that's funny. G Hill, my left arm is still about the same. Brian, for the most part, you know, Jeet Kune Do and then Muay Thai and a little bit of boxing. That's it. But the way you described the rear leg side kick, that's also how I do it. So like the energy between the rear leg side kick and then a rear leg teep is very similar, because in both cases you start here, right? And then on the teep, you just end up front with a hip thrust. But with the side kick, like you said, you just bring it down and then shoot it sideways, right? So you start with your knee up. And then you bring it down. I just do it for fun. So, a little bit of sparring with partners at my gym back when I was able to make time for it. But you know, it's just very gentle sparring. That's the way sparring should be. I know I'm a broken record there, but it's just a way to develop movement.
Yeah, Brian, like I've watched a lot of Joe Rogan's videos on like his breakdowns of different kicks, right? So he's got a great breakdown on his side kick, and then another great breakdown of his spinning back kick, right, which is legendary. G Hill, yeah, exactly. Play sparring, yeah, yeah, because they get it, you know. They they do it to help develop movement and muscle memory while having fun. Oh, promote who to what? Rehoboth, you want to be a mod? Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. I'll make you a mod. Here you go. Here you go, Rehoboth. Remember, with great power comes absolute nonsense. All right, my Brazilian friend. Okay, okay. We love Brazil. Okay, buddy. We're with you. We're with you. Please stop flooding. Brian, that sucks, buddy. I say, yeah, I don't know. Do you think he likes Brazil? I think he does. Rehoboth, you don't get a crown icon, buddy. The crown icon is for people who chat in the channel, I guess. Uh, yeah. G Hill has the crown. Yeah, Isaiah's not wrong. Oh, wow, Sembo, that's cool. Nice. That's cool, Isaiah. Well, Brian, it's never too late to start training, right? So, Brian, if you can do 12 clean pull-ups, man, like you're obviously doing something right. So yeah, 12 clean pull-ups is pretty amazing, dude. Oh, that's cool. I see. Yeah, nice. You you can walk around bars with carrying your scale with you, Brian. All right, everybody. My phone's about to die, so hey, chin above bar sounds clean enough to me, buddy. Like, holy crap. Yeah, I see. I'm glad you popped in too. That's really cool. So yeah, for those of you who are new, I appreciate the hang, and of course my regulars. It's always great having you here. Um, so if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that. I try to do these streams every day. I'll usually take a break, like one day in the week, sometimes 2 days. Um, cool, Brian. That's nice. Nice, Jacob. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate all the likes and I appreciate all the subs. It's really good, like I have about 3,000 subs now and I have earned every subscriber pretty much with every live stream, right? So like every live stream that I do, I'll get an extra like 4 or 5 subscribers. So it's just it's all through the grind basically, right? So I've never done anything that ever got viral or noticed by anybody. It's just sort of building this community just like one stream at a time and hang out with people. So I'm definitely always very grateful for every single sub for sure. Yeah, Sebas, it's always great having you. And also, everybody, you should try to subscribe to Sebas Martial Arts stream as well. He's a little over 80 subscribers right now, and so he started doing live streams as well, and he's got amazing technique and really really fun to watch. So. And another one of my regulars, his name is T Boogie OG. If you see him here, definitely click on his profile. So he does live streams as well. He's one of my OGs. So a lot of good people hang out here. So it's always for me it's always nice to be here. So hey, sure thing, buddy. You've earned them. So all right, everybody, have a good night. Take good care. All right.